Welcome back, everyone. I wish you could have seen the sprint that executive producer Jeff made running across the studio to press the button for the fake audience. I love that. Camps may be closed for the summer, but you can still recreate some of the benefits of going to camp with a few games. Joining us with his end of summer camp ideas, one of our favorite guests, our good friend, the toy guy, Byrne. Hi, Chris.
Doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I've been all alone here except for one of our mutual friends has been here keeping me company.
Who? Oh, look! The llama! Look at him. Do you know, Chris, before we get started, I have to tell you, you fundamentally changed the atmosphere in the Jason Show office with that dancing llama.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. It's so silly, and they've got all sorts of crazy stuff coming later this year. But we're talking about camp right now.
That's right. So, Chris, you divided this into 4 C's: communal, creative, competitive, and confidence. Let's start with communal.
Do around the campfire. It's telling stories. It's sharing things. It's really a group thing, especially for younger kids. It's great to be with your peers. And of course, one of the things you do around the campfire is you roast marshmallows. And when I was a kid, it was like, go get a stick. And I'd go, but sticks are dirty. And they go get a stick. But now we can make artisanal marshmallows. So you've got this thing called the Real Roaster. And it's actually, you can see here. And I actually roasted these marshmallows over my gas stove just for you. Because I can't go outside, but it's got an arm, you can extend it. So it does get hot when you put it over the fire, but it's it's really kind of very simple, and it turns them around, and it makes all kinds of fun. And again, it's just really sort of, a nice addition to something that's not eating dirt off a stick, which is what I did.
And I just saw the price point. It's a good price point, like $20, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's $20. It's all over the place. I think Dick's Sporting Goods naturally kind of has it, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, they've got it too.
Next, upside down challenge game. What's this?
Games are such a great part of everybody being together. I'm taking off my glasses because I'm putting on these goggles, which are going to make me see everything upside down. Right? Right? Okay, so it's not just that you're upside down now. I feel like Ant-Man. It's not just that like you're upside down now. It's like now I have cards and I have challenges. I have to write my name. I have to draw things. And this is great when you're remote because you can actually make fun of your friends remotely as they try to do all this stuff. This is from a brand new company out in Portland called Van Gogh. And it's their first item. And it's just super silly. It's kind of like, it's one of those great group things. And again, it's really fun to laugh at all your friends.
Okay, so if I'm understanding it, because I'm simultaneously watching the video, and obviously I couldn't take my eyes off you wearing them. So it just shows everything upside down, which distorts what you're trying to do. So if you are trying to pour water into a bucket, it's not going to go well.
It's upside down and backwards. And here's a fun science fact to take back to school. Your brain, you actually do see things upside down, and your brain learns to flip them. So I am told by the inventor of this that if you wore this for like 2 weeks, your brain would adapt. I'm not going to try. I'm going to take their word for it.
I have an enemy that I would like to give those to. Well, I'll get one, yeah. Okay.
And that's a camp thing too.
Exactly. Okay, let's move to creative, the swirl and style tie-dye.
Really a big part of what kids do at camp. We used a lot of plastic lacing, aka GIMP, and made lanyards for everybody. But tie-dye is really hot this year, and this is no mess tie-dye. It's from a company called Yulu. You tie up your whoops, and you break it. No, it doesn't break. The thing, you put your t-shirt inside, put the dye in. It's a one-way valve, and then you spin it around, right? In that, take it out, put what you've done in the washer, and you come up with really cool tie-dye. Now, tie-dye is really hot. It's great to share, but one of the things moms are always concerned about, especially with dye, is mess. So it really is all self-contained, and just do it on a table so you keep the handle inside.
And again, a good price point, and I see you can get it at the Target boutique. I'm seeing tie-dye everywhere, especially like in masks.
Yes, Prada showed tie-dye on the runway, I think last fall. So it really is mainstream. It's very 70s. I live near a Marimekko store, which was big in the 70s. They're showing tie-dye in the window. So it's really just a big deal.
Okay, we're staying under creative. We're going to, what is this, Jelly Res?
This is a product from a company by the name of Moose, and it's a great craft thing because basically what it is, it's epoxy. You have two different types of plastic. You mix them together, and you can mold all kinds of really cool things. This is a chocolate bar. They told me it was a chocolate bar. I said, "Why are you sending me Idaho?" They said, "No, it's a chocolate bar." But there's a guitar, and you can, again, it's all about making and sharing and doing all of that sort of communal activity that's also creative.
Chris, do you think, other industries have adapted really well? And we have more products we'll show on the other side of the break, but I just want to ask you a general question because you know the biz. It seems like to me, Chris, these toy companies have responded to the time we're living in really quickly.
The neat thing about the toy industry, it's always been flexible. It's always been market responsive. Sales of toys are up 46% in the first half of this year. And people have gotten stuff into market. Inside baseball thing, a lot of people brought stuff in early last year because they were afraid of tariffs. Tariffs didn't happen, but all of a sudden there's this inventory and now there's this demand. So people got lucky too, which is also part of the toy industry.
Well, we're lucky because Chris is sticking around. More toys with the toy guy, Chris Byrne, when we return. Back after this, everyone. Yep, that is Lorenzo Lama. Who can forget our booty-shaking llama that we did name Lorenzo Lama after Falcon Crest star Lorenzo Lamas. Chris Byrne introduced us to the toy last year when he was in studio with us. We miss him, but thank goodness he's here via Zoom. And Chris, we're talking about camp fun at home, and you've divided these into the 3 C's: communal, creative, competitive, and confidence. We are now in competitive, my friend. What do we have?
Great time to get out and be very physically active. Kids who are stuck inside or who are limited, if you've got a backyard, let them get out and play. One of the great things kids love to do is have water battles. This is something I found. It's called the X-Shot. It's from Zuru. Now, it looks like, your fairly traditional contemporary water blaster, but check this out. You open up the back, and you can just drag it through the pool or dump the hose right into it, and you are filled up in under a few seconds. I saw this and I said, why did nobody think of this before? So this is really kind of cool. And if you need a side piece, they've got a little one too, which you just pick it up and just scoop up the water. And it's so clever. Also very reasonably priced. So Zuru's done a great job. High performance too. Some of the other water guns don't, they leak. This one doesn't. Isn't
it funny, Chris, how toy trends come and go? Some franchises are hot, like Cabbage Patch Kids, and they go away. The water gun has been popular since it just never goes away.
When I was a kid, they were just like, and then the Super Soaker came out, and from there, it's just been like this race to be who can be more innovative, and that simple innovation of just scooping up the water, genius.
Was the Super Soaker in the 90s, Chris? Not to put you on the spot, wasn't it the 90s?
It was the early 90s,
yeah.
So it's not that long ago.
Okay, let's move to, we have one more for competitive, the Hyper Strike Bow.
Archery is big in camps, and I've learned to my chagrin you cannot do archery in your New York apartment, but you can play with the bow, which is, of course, it's got a foam head, and you click it in. It's for 14 and up. You pull it back, and this really will fly. It'll fly about 250 feet. So it is really kind of cool. I did shoot one off my balcony. I lost it, but it did go 250 feet.
It's like, what are you doing, like Letterman stunts out of your balcony, Chris?
Exactly. I had bubbles going one morning, and my Super's going, what are you doing?
Okay, we have one more C, confidence. Any ideas for confidence?
is kids are often on their own, especially if it's sleepaway camp or even if it's a day camp. Let kids do things on their own. Let them come up with the meal. Let them do plan the family activities. Give them some agency. Let them go to the store by themselves if it's a walking distance, or because it really does build confidence for when they get into school and grow up and have to be on their own. And those little wins are just really important for kids.
Chris, one of the great things, the only good thing about Zoom stuff is the fact that we get to see inside people's homes. We're looking at your environment right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, is that a Chris Byrne doll on your right shoulder there?
Yes. Not everybody notices that, but I just put it there. It's sort of my MacGuffin or whatever.
Are you kidding me? My eye went right to that, and then right above the Chris Byrne action figure, you have baby Yoda back there too.
I do indeed. Yeah, this is my playroom. So I've really been by myself, except for the llama, but it's fun to play.
That's right. Chris, thank you, my friend, for joining us. And Lorenzo, I'm holding him right now. He waving at you. We bid you farewell, my friend.
Thank you, Jason. Take care.
Thank you, too. For more for Chris, just head to thetoyguy.com. I'm not kidding. This still sits in our office. He's basically the only person that's allowed to sit in our office now. We got to get Lorenzo a mask. Can we work on that?